Hi, everybody, and welcome to Dice Camera Action, a D&D game with the Waffle Crew. Jared was having some sound issues, so he's starting up his machine again, and hopefully will join us momentarily. While he does, I can give a brief recap of where we are. The Waffle Crew was stuck in the Shadowfell for a while, and Evelyn got torn apart by a horrible, horrible Shadowfell monster, and her spirit got shunted into the Soulmonger, where she got sucked up into a dead god being who got a bad case of indigestion when Evelyn went supernova, erupted into a sun, and her soul ended up in heaven with a bunch of other souls that she had freed from the Soulmonger. And while she was there, enjoying the company of some children and Morning Glory, her horse with big, beautiful golden wings, and generally enjoying all the things that heaven has to offer, the rest of the Waffle Crew was stuck in the Shadowfell trying to fight their way out and encountered an aspect of death that was trapped in this cave by the monster that had killed Evelyn. And through cunning and guile, the party tricked Death and then allowed it to escape after it told them how to use a shadow crossing. And they found themselves in this shaft full of corpses, and Strix put two and two way to escape from this dumping shaft of corpses back into the material plane. And when she polymorphed all of her friends into, what was it, mice? Rats? Mice?
It was mice,
okay,
yeah.
Everybody's a mouse.
With Juniper.
Except Strix. She hopped on her broom and crossed over, presumably back into the material plane, emerging from a cauldron inside a darkened chamber. And then three creatures that Strix recognized as hags came out of the shadows to confront her. So at the moment, everybody's in like Strix's knapsack or whatever as a mouse.
And their hat.
They're all peeking out of her hat. And Strix, you're still on your broom as you rise up out of this cauldron. You can see that the sides of the cauldron are kind of slick with blood. And there's nothing brewing in the cauldron, though, so you just sort of pop out of this empty cauldron, hovering above it on your broom.
Okay.
And these three dark shapes step forth, and as I described them last week, they are all kind of these withered, midnight bluish black-skinned hags. You can see as they emerge, you start to make out familiar features that you saw way back at the start of the season.
Oh, yeah. We didn't forget.
No. And you can see that one of the hags has glittering eyes, and then you realize it's because she's put two coins over her eyes.
Great.
And she's also got ants sort of crawling all over her skin. And the other one, you can see, is wearing what looks like a string of chattering children's teeth around her neck, and she thumps about on a heavy peg leg. And the last one, as she emerges from darkness, she pulls a bag over her head. So she's just got a sack on her head right now. And what do you do, Strix, as they come forth?
Hello, sisters.
And they say, "You're back. Oh, yes. Welcome, sister."
All right, I'm rolling with it.
The one with the bag also says something, but it's sort of muffled. And then sort of poking out through a hole in the bag, you see the head of a cockerel. Sort of look around. And then poking out through another hole is the head of a viper.
Oh, those are so cute. I love your rooster friend.
Yes. And the one with the coins on her eyes says,
We put your pieces of yourselves to good use, but we could use some more. Please give us more hair. Or fingernails. We'll take a toe. Give us toes.
I like myself, and I have like some of those goblin fingers, and I'm just like, you want one of these?
No.
They kind of come over to you and they kind of surround you at that point. And they take
I've
a look at it.
I've landed, because when I landed, I was like, hello, sisters. Like,
Right.
give me-
And so they look at the goblins and
No, we don't want goblins. Give us something of yourself and your friends,
Nope.
as
that-
before.
I remember before, I did not like that. You already have enough. You have enough.
We'll give you something in exchange. Yes, a deal. Make a deal.
What deal?
What do you want? What do you need?
Well, that's a loaded question.
We can get it for you.
says the one under the bag.
I need a resurrection scroll.
They kind of confer.
Is that all?
Well, I also need some self-confidence and, maybe a new family, but I'm just, no, that's fine. I need a resurrection scroll, and I need to know where Mr. Fox is.
Why do you want to know where Mr. Fox is?
A friend of mine who is absolutely not with me, not here at all, needs something of his.
What does he need?
His spectacles and a book from I don't remember. I'm like looking up at the mouse. I'm like, what's the book?
They're looking up at the mouse too.
That's not him. That's the mouse.
One of them will sort of reach into your hat and take Diath out.
No, that's my mouse.
And she just sort of pokes it with a fingernail. And Diath just sort of
Juniper squeaks at her.
This
I'm like,
one's
click,
been
click.
polymorphed. But that's a
No.
real mouse.
Which one is which? I can switch them.
One
Juniper makes the
resurrection
most
scroll.
human face she can.
Oh,
One resurrection scroll and one pair of spectacles and one other thing you don't know what it is.
it's a spell book by shit. Strix is like trying to think that someone so and so said so and
All right, Strix, you see one of them is casting a spell.
and we woo.
And she tries to dispel the magic on the Diath mouse, but it doesn't work.
He's the mouse.
This is powerful magic.
Strix just looks really like, oh, thank you.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
did,
it's a mouse.
you did this. Very good.
That's right. So, sisters.
Well done, sister. I prefer pigs to mice.
I usually do chickens. I think they're
I
cuter.
like vipers. Yes, we know what you like.
The
What
best
about
part of this
fluffy chicken?
episode is already Chris talking to himself as three hags.
At this point in time, the hag with the bag over her head not only has a cockerel and a viper sticking out of small holes, but a terrier has poked its head out and is looking at her.
Oh! Does it look like Milo?
No.
Milo doesn't hang out with evil hags, obviously.
No. No. He's a good boy.
Oh.
And one of the other ones will try to dispel the magic on Diath. Nope. Rolled a natural one.
This
told
magic
you
is
it's mouse.
unbreakable. Unbreakable.
That's right, which means you should just give me the resurrection scroll before I destroy all of you.
No. We outnumber you.
What if all of these mice are my other sisters?
They sort of look at the mice with some scrutiny. Just like- and then they say,
You give us what we want, and we'll give you the 3 things that you want. 3 for 3. 3 for 3!
What 3 things do you want? This is getting scary. I mean, I'm not scared, sisters. I try to laugh like a
Yeah.
hag, like,
We want parts of you and parts of your other two friends. The ones we rode some weeks ago.
No, please don't say that word.
Oh, yes, we rode them till dawn.
No,
We rode them and rode them and rode them.
I mean, one of them enjoyed it. But one mouse is like fine with that. But Strix will be like, it's up to them if they want to give you pieces of them again. If there's something that I can give you 3 of, I'm
Turn
happy
them
to
back and
sacrifice.
we'll talk to them.
All right. I will turn them back.
Okay, so Paulton, you are turned from a mouse back into yourself.
Ah!
And you see these, you were looking at them through mouse eyes earlier, now you see them through your own eyes, these horrible, horrible hags.
Ah!
Sorry.
And the one with the string of chattering children's teeth and the heavy peg legs, you, Paulton, and says,
Oh, I love this one.
Hey!
It's so pretty.
How you been?
Great. It's been a while, hasn't it?
Not long enough.
and she pulls out a knife. And she says,
I need a piece of you, my boy.
Okay.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh, what?
Hold on. I'm Strix just like, hold on. Which one is this? Is this rooster or bag or?
this one is peg leg.
Okay. Hold on. Granny Pegleg. I don't know your name.
Peggy Dead Bells.
Peggy Deadbells.
I'm here. I'm fixing myself in just a second. Sorry.
Oh no.
Kind of look
I
like
like-
creepy blue ghost guy.
Yeah. Are you dead?
Yeah, dude, that's fine. That works.
Give me,
Perfect.
give me a second here.
Oh God. If you ever die in the game, just put that light on.
Yeah,
It's
no shit.
so scary.
1 second. Hey. there it is.
Hey! So just to catch you up, Jared,
Okay.
you have been turned from a mouse back into a human and are in the company of these hags
Yes,
in their
great.
workroom. And they
Good.
want, while you were a mouse, you heard them negotiating with Strix. They will give you 3 things if you give them 3 things. What they want are pieces of each of you. And what you get in return would be a scroll of resurrection, Mr. Fox's spectacles, and whatever the third thing is that Strix can't remember.
I said it was a book. I don't
His
know.
book, Mr. Fox's book.
It's called something else. It's like the mage is something of the something. I don't know.
I
Starts
can
with the right-
search my memory.
That's yeah. I mean, she was talking to a mouse the whole time, so the mouse couldn't answer.
We used up all your hair.
Well, yes, I know. I gave that to you
Yes.
mistakenly.
It was a great gift. Thank you. We've put it to good use. Yes, good use.
But you want more of us.
Because we've used it all up.
Again, what if you just take parts of me and not my friends?
No.
How about they take none of us?
We want a piece from each of you so that we can create. Shh, quiet. Don't tell them.
I'm sorry. You can't whisper in a company of us sisters.
One for each of you. And as a freebie, we'll let you leave here alive.
Now, when you say piece of us, do you just mean like a hair or like a finger or an
We
arm?
can work with a hair. We can work with a fingernail. We can work with anything. The more, the better.
Should we just give him some hair? I mean, honestly, the 3, Strix like pulls Deeth and Paulton aside and is like, just so you know, the 3 of them together is really,
One
really
of them
bad.
holds up a big ear horn.
As in, like, the 3 of them together will literally, we will die. We cannot fight them without Evelyn. We can't.
No, but if we cooperate, we can get Evelyn back.
Exactly. So we just need to give him some hair again.
Okay, I got hair.
All right. All right. So Strix will try and like muster up the courage to walk up to them, just like she's like the hag translator,
Yes.
and she's like, "We will give you hair from each of us
One of them
for those
claps.
3 items, but just one more thing. do not allow whatever you make with that hair out of this dungeon.
Why?
Because they'll come and kill us, obviously, and I don't want to die. Do you want to die?
And they sort of look at each other and they say, they have their own little conspiratorial meeting off to the side. And they come to you and they say,
You give us the hair, we'll give you the 3 things that you want. And
It was
we'll go our separate ways.
yeah, Resurrection Scroll, Mr. Fox's Spectacle, and it was Shemeshka's spell book, currently in the possession of Mr. Fox.
All very easy.
That's easy.
None of this is easy. They're going to make clones of us, and then they're going to send the clones after us, and they're going to be worse than us.
Clones? What makes you say that?
Well, a snake person told us that there were doubles of us wandering around, and I accidentally gave you the hair, so I'm pretty sure they're out there somewhere. But that's fine.
let's cut to. Let us leave the sanctuary of the hags for a moment
Sanctuary, yeah.
and travel a little ways off to the city of Port Nyanzaru and see what the other Strix, the other Paulton, and the other Diath are up to. And at this point, I would like to give away the DM chair to Anna.
All right, you fools.
Oh no.
Start now. All right. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way, so don't expect it. I've DM'd a total of like 4 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons sessions, so I'm totally qualified now, is what Chris thinks.
Yeah.
I would say you guys are probably wandering the market. You're checking out the sights and smells, and by checking out I mean probably like sneering at, because you guys are pretty evil. I think it's probably important to know like what you look like, starting with Jared. What does evil Diath look like?
Okay, Evil Diath, much less scars. Actually looks his actual age, 28, 29, so he doesn't look like a young baby.
Oops.
Instead of his standard clothing, everything he's obtained has been from Port Nyanzaru and Chult. So he's a little more dressed for the weather. Mm-hmm. So he's got like a black leather half vest that is like completely open and basically only comes down to like half his chest, and he's just bare underneath it. He's got slightly baggier, darker pants with brown thigh-high boots. Like go up to his thigh, like it's all the way up there,
Right.
stringed up the side. And he's got like a we'll say like a green sash going around him, but he uses that to cover up all of his tools and things. He still has a sword, like very much plainly there, but he's got a sash kind of covering a lot of that. And he walks around with a much more of a grimace and an attitude, and not so much scanning everything around him for awareness, but more shifty-eyed and trying to make sure no one is seeing him.
Does his hair fall into his eyes a little bit?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Does he have facial hair at all?
I'll say no.
All right, still clean
Yeah.
shaven.
Yeah.
Baby faced, but not baby attituded.
Yeah. And then, every now and then, like a string of hair just kind of like falls down from his face and just like
Yeah.
dangles in front of the eye. He knows it's there, but he likes it. So he's
Right. I figured. What about Strix?
So this is Strix pre-Barovia 50 years. So this is back to being young-looking Strix with like shorter horns.
Mm.
And I just imagine her. Obviously, again, like Jared said, they've only been in Chult, so she's probably just got like weird like plant matter instead of robes. Just like gross, like whatever she could find on the street. Maybe some like just literally whatever she can find. She's disgusting. Like she has no
So she's
self-care.
rolled in some dinosaur poop and like.
Exactly.
Ew.
No, she is disgusting. Like I would say that even like her hair is so matted and disgusting. It's like slicked backwards. Like it's like backwards with her horns sticking out. So she just has it like slicked backwards so you can see her like how their ears are pointed, which normally you can't even see. And her tail is out, not hidden. And she has long black claws. Like and just parts of her are just like rotten. I imagine like part of her head is just like just mold growing on her. Like she does not care about herself at all. And she's just like feral, like looking around, like no one has been kind to this creature in her entire life, and she doesn't understand the kindness like her friends taught her when in the Waffle Crew.
It's sad because they're the awful crew. Paulton, what do you look like?
So, evil Paulton is he's still got like a cape cloak thing going on, but instead of purple, it is black. Under that, he has a kind of like a white button shirt that's under a red vest.
Oh.
He's a little on the pale side.
Oh no.
Does he-
Are you
does he-
describing Strahd?
Let me finish. His hair is like long and it's like black and slicked back.
He just wants to be strong.
He's also sitting in like this fancy red throne looking thing.
Has he had like plastic fangs or something, or had his teeth elongated somehow?
Well, the mouth is closed in this picture, so it's right. I'm gonna say normal teeth.
Okay.
And yep. So let's go with that.
All right.
Okay. Wow, that like it rings a bell. Sounds almost as though we've met him before. And Chris, you're with the party. Describe yourself.
So I am the hag's assistant, Umpox, and I am an imp. So I am a cat-sized devil with pointy horns, very spindly, thin body, with bat wings, and a scorpion tail. And I brought with me, there we go, that's me.
So cute.
And Umpox has two things. One, he holds an eyeball in one hand and occasionally just sort of points it at different things, almost like he wants the eye to see things. So he's got this varnished eye that he holds onto and just sort of points everywhere. Two, he's given to one of you a large black body bag.
Mine. I'll take it. Mine.
All right, so Diath has got the big sack of evil. And,
Sick.
It's
Hell
this,
yeah.
It's this matte black bag that when you put it over a living or dead evil person, it transports them to the hags.
All right.
The hags have made it very clear that they expect you to fill this with as many people as you possibly can
Yeah.
because they are hungry, and that is your reason for existence.
But
you
only
did say-
evil people. If you put anybody who isn't evil in the bag, they don't go anywhere. They're just stuck in the bag.
You did say alive or dead, right?
Correct.
Excellent.
Yes. And most of the time you don't see Umpox because he's invisible. When he's not invisible, he's often in the form of a rat, a raven, or a spider. So I'm going to say he's a rat around Strix when he perches on Strix. He's a raven when he perches on Paulton.
Ooh.
And he's a spider when he perches on Diath.
Oh my god, this is so creepy.
I love it.
Does he talk to the characters, Chris?
Absolutely. If they go astray or they, shirk their duties, he will constantly remind them of their great mission goal, which is to deliver evil people to the hag's clutches.
Yeah, and you guys have actually been really shirking your duties lately. You kind of got caught up in shopping for your outfits, and you only got like one evil person in the
fair.
last couple of days. Hags
Whoops.
were really good. So the hags told you if you didn't get someone evil right away, they were going to get so angry that you would regret it, and they kind of implied that you might be the next snack.
Have the hags been giving us specific targets, like a hit list, or are we just expected
No.
to find whoever
You're
we can?
kind of finding whoever you can. Evil.
How dare you think they have time to identify targets? Who do you think you are?
Sorry, I just thought maybe they would make it easy on us since we're doing everything for them.
Have we been? Do we already have somewhat of like a rapport with Pox, or is this like a bridge?
I sort of assume that he's been following you around ever since you kind of got loose, and since you guys are hovering around 3rd level, you probably started off at 1st level, and you've actually gotten this far just by bagging evil malefactors in the city.
And we probably aren't like best of buds with him, right?
That's up to you.
Okay,
He doesn't seem interested in doing anything but the hag's service.
gotcha.
All right. Well, we're in Port Nyanzaru, so it can't be that hard to find someone that's evil.
Right now, you're hanging out. Like I said, you're kind of in a market. There's a lot of market stalls. People are trying to sell their wares. They're calling to you, trying to get you to buy stuff. There's a dinosaur here or there lumbering through the street as a beast of burden, or one of the fancy racing dinosaurs, kind of showing off their colors. There are other places around Port Nyanzaru that might have higher concentrations of crime than here, but this is kind of where you ended up today.
All right. Within the busy markets, I'm just going to naturally be looking around to, one, make sure no one's looking at me, and two, see if, just based on my experience, if I happen to spot anyone who's doing some petty theft, either like pickpocketing things or trying to lift things from the different stalls or whatever. And I'll just be keeping an eye out for that as easy targets.
Roll a perception check.
All right. My first evil roll. Hold on. I gotta use my level 3 sheet, so I have to remember what all my things are. All right. After bonuses, 9.
You know what? You cannot tell that anyone here is doing anything other than what they exactly seem to be doing.
You know
we
why?
should go into
You
an
know
alley
why?
and try
That's
to find
because
Mugger.
a single strand of hair
Fell in
from
your
my
eyes,
face.
yes.
And I was just admiring that and thinking about how I looked from the outside more so than looking at everything.
You were
around
looking
me.
for like a reflecting pool or something,
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like, oh.
staring in a rain
I-
barrel.
I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go look for an animal to kill and eat with my hands.
All right. Well, there's lots of rats scurrying around. And
Okay.
Like a couple lizards and stuff.
Okay. I want one of those lizards.
All right. To see if you can catch one.
I got an 18.
You're just standing there. You look down. You see one, and you just snatch it
Yeah.
immediately.
And I just bite its head off right in the middle of the street, and I'm just like looking around for people doing bad things. As I literally eat its head off in the middle of the street.
Am I near Diath right now, or are we kind of like doing our own thing?
Oh, you're all together in a group. You're all rolling together.
All right. As she's like biting the head off a lizard, I like kind of lean over to Diath. I'm like, if we have to crunch on time, we could just throw her in.
Oh, I've thought of that.
All right, cool. Sweet.
Seriously, just looking at her like, ha!
And he'll kind of look over at Evil Paul and just kind of give him one of these like,
He's like, we got a good alignment,
yeah, if we need to.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll
Yeah.
look out for each other.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Strix, are you used to this kind of behavior? Like, do you care at all?
I don't care at all. No. Strix doesn't care. She just is looking for either snacks to eat, as in like animals, or just like doing whatever the hags tell her to do, because the hags probably give her more animals to eat.
You said you were looking around for people doing evil. Why don't you roll a perception check?
Yeah, I am. I mean, as I'm like munching again on this animal, that's 3.
So we're
You actually, the mold is growing over your eye a little.
Yeah, probably.
Like, actually, you're kind of.
I probably just have like a cataract in one eye or something like messed up. I'm just like, yeah.
okay. So we're kind of in like it's a relatively populated area. Like there's
Yeah.
people around and stuff. Okay. I'm just like, no one's doing anything. Idea. and I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness on just the nearest rando.
Okay. The nearest rando is a portly, jolly man.
Yeah, sure.
Is selling. He's selling fish. He's a fishmonger.
Perfect.
Fishmonger is. Does a fishmonger sell fish? I think they do. Anyway, he's holding up a fish and he's like, "Fresh tilapia," and then he's got this Crown of Madness.
And I'm just gonna have him like start like beating people with fish.
He takes this tilapia that he was selling and he just turns to his stallmate who was, stalking the fish in back and just starts whacking him over the head with the fish. And the other guy's like, stop, why?
Evil Paulton points to him and is like, "Look, he's attacking that innocent citizen with fish. Something must be done about this." Put him in the.
It doesn't
As
work
soon
that
as-
way. It doesn't work
Wait.
that way.
Oh, the rat's talking on Strix's shoulder. She's like, ah! Every time it talks,
Yeah.
she just gets scared.
It says,
I think they're gonna put you in the bag if you keep acting weird.
I'll push you in the bag. All right, sounds good.
No, don't put me in the bag, please.
She's
No,
like,
with
and
no.
Aaron's just
This is
still.
perfect. Now there's chaos. Now we wait for someone to take advantage of this chaos, and we get them.
Oh, that's a good idea. No,
That's
watch
smart.
the.
That's very smart.
Are you in spider form right now, or Raven? Which one?
I'll say right now, I will switch from being a rat on Strix's shoulder to a spider on yours.
So a rat just went, wee, poof, and
Yes.
became a rat onto my shoulder. It's like, yeah, it's very smart.
You done good.
All right, so is that what you guys are doing? Just standing back
Yep.
and watching? as
Seeing
the
if
crowd gathers?
anybody takes advantage of the chaos.
Can I
All right.
try to perceive if someone is being evil now?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. That is a sick 9.
We're really good.
So, you guys are still just thinking about that one thick jacket that none of you could afford yesterday, really bugging you. And whenever time passes, you're just kind of like, oh man. But it doesn't take too much perception because you guys are kind of the only people looking for anything other than this guy slapping a guy with a fish. And some people are kind of crowded around laughing. Some people are really concerned. Some are pointing at the Crown of Madness and whispering. A couple spellcasters seem to be looking on with interest and wanting to learn. But you see, as this is happening, a young girl, probably about 8 years old, kind of sneak up. She's wearing rags, and she kind of peers over the fishmonger's stall, grabs a fish, and starts running away.
Take her out.
On it. Diaz immediately sprints forward after this 8-year-old girl.
No, Strix will misty step in front of her,
What?
grab her, and be like, I got her first.
Evil in
She's
training
real-
is still evil.
She's squirming. She's like, no! And she doesn't seem to be able to talk. She's so scared of Strix.
Put her in the
Strix-
bag.
She tries to give back the fish. She's like, here.
By this time, Diaz has caught up. He started retrieving the bag and pulls it open. Kneels down, looks at her, and even says, hasn't anyone ever taught you that stealing is wrong? And we'll flip it over, and it'll kind of start bringing the bag over. And as he's doing this, he'll look over at the spider and just be like, live ones are worth more, right? And we'll just kind of shove her down into this.
All right.
Strix is like, well, I wanted a finger before you. All right.
Okay, great. She does in fact disappear once you put the bag on top of her.
And then, like a magic trick, just picks up the bag again. Just
Yeah.
Can that be a performance check? Can people throw money at you?
Oh yeah, roll a performance check to see how cool. It is.
Okay. I'm using my evil dice.
Oh no!
Oh my god! What? Why? 19.
Oh my
Wow.
god!
Actually, Strix and Paulton, you guys are so impressed that if ever there was a question that Diaz was the leader of your group, that question is over now.
Yeah.
He just proved his dominance.
His bag flourish was incomparable.
Strix is just like, please don't put me in the bag.
I'll just cooperate, and I won't.
The guy is still slapping the other guy with the fish. His face
That's
is,
fine.
covered in scales and stuff. The guy with the fish is crying. He doesn't know what's going on.
I was just like, cool.
All right, well, we just captured a live one. That's got to be worth something. Strix, mark that down somewhere.
Nah, she just like takes a like knife and just writes notes on her arm. She's like, "Meh, there you go.
You guys just didn't
Draws a
hesitate
little
second
girl
on that
stick
piece.
figure on her arm.
Yeah. She just carves a little like on top of her arm. She's like, I think we have 7.5.
Unbox, is that good or do we need more?
He says,
One a day's pretty good.
Oh, good. So we're
I
done
say
today.
we take the afternoon off.
Cool.
Sounds good to me. All right, Strix, Paulton, let's go. Let's go down to the docks. I hear there's some good ale down there.
Good docks
There's
down
lots
there.
of rats for me to eat.
Yeah, sure. That's whatever you want.
Which docks are you going to go to? There's the ones that are like the official, very well regulated city docks, and those are called the Harbor Ward. But then there's another one, which name I forgot. Maybe Chris remembers, but it's the other docks that like it's not very highly regulated. It's kind of where like a lot of smugglers go.
The other docks.
Mm-hmm.
the shady ones.
Even if the other two
Shady
don't.
docks.
Yeah, we're going to the shady docks.
Okay.
I'm more at
Cool.
home there.
All right, you head down to the docks, leaving behind the poor fishmonger who is slapping his friend. About how long does he continue doing that, Paulton?
Hours.
What?
Crown of
Oh,
Madness.
Probably when he broke his concentration on the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know.
I mean,
I'm
what-
enjoying that.
Like, how long do you concentrate on that? Until
I-
you walk away?
Yeah, until we walk away.
All right. As you leave, the fishmonger stops. He's crying and embracing his friend, who's probably permanently scarred by fish for life,
Sweet.
both
Good.
literally and figuratively.
Yep. So the docks in the warehouse district is basically where the seedy folks
Okay.
are all.
Warehouse district it is. So you head on down there to the docks, and you're looking for a place to grab a pint.
Yes. Starting with that.
Cool.
I also would just like to set something on fire on the way there.
Okay. What kind of thing do you want to set on fire?
An Allosaurus. No.
Okay. As soon as Umpox says that, I find the nearest Allosaurus and like set its saddle on fire.
All right, so you're walking, winding your way down to the docks away from the market, and you notice an Allosaurus. You just flick fire onto its saddle. It immediately catches, and the Allosaurus turns to you in a fury and tries to maul you.
Wait, no, that's not what I wanted.
Well, you set it on fire, so it
I was told to.
it claw you.
As soon as it's clearly coming towards Strix, Dieth gets out of the way.
It's like,
Uh,
nope.
It actually, what's your armor class right now?
It would be 14, I believe. All right, if I cast mage armor, so 12. If
Yeah,
I
it
did-
totally misses you because it was caught by surprise. It just kind of rears up and tries to claw you and misses.
I just misty step away and run.
Okay, so everyone's just trying to disengage.
Yes.
All right.
And Dieth doing the whole, oh, what is this nonsense? Oh, I better get out of here. Oh, this isn't me.
Yeah, the guy with hair in his face and thigh-high boots totally isn't evil.
Hey.
The owners of the Allosaurus, this is actually like a really fancy racing Allosaurus that they were kind of like preening, And so all three of the owners of this Allosaurus see you guys running away and kind of cackling and thinking you're cute. And they're like, yo, stop! And they start running after you. One of them mounts the Allosaurus in the saddle and they try to catch you.
Can we go hide in a building or something?
I mean, you can try.
Am I being chased by one of the dinosaur or one of the others on foot?
Oh, that's true. You went the other way from Strix? You didn't?
Yeah.
Okay. So Strix, I imagine, went down the road and you kind of ducked between some buildings.
Yes.
They're definitely chasing Strix. All of them. Because she set it on fire.
Oh, all three are chasing her?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's fine.
All right, yeah.
I
Yeah.
just keep
I'll
running.
just like as being chased away, I look at Dieth. I'm like, should we keep going then?
Strixus is running, going, I am magic!
If Paulton, if you're close enough, I'll just quickly say, not our trouble, but I wouldn't mind a little extra coin. and then Dieth will quickly use second story work ability to quickly scale in between the buildings to get on top of the rooftops and use that to chase. The intent of being able to leap from the rooftop in like Assassin's Creed, one of them.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. You're faster than they are, I would assume. What's your speed?
I can use cunning action to dash.
Right.
So
Well, the Allosaurus' speed is 60 feet, and I think your speed is 30 feet, and you would double it with that, right?
yeah, so if I dash, I can keep up the Allosaurus, but I'm going to start with one of the dudes on foot.
Okay. One of them, yeah, the dudes on foot are significantly behind the guy on the Allosaurus, so you can Assassin's Creed down onto them. I guess we should roll initiative at this point.
Let's
since
do
we're-
that.
Okay.
All right.
I will be sticking with my evil die.
Oh,
roll
nice.
Session for the record.
It's so evil.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good. 17.
Okay.
14.
I got an 11. I was using my Tomb of Annihilation dice. That's my evil dice.
All right.
Umpox rolled a 8.
Okay.
Umpox is still with Dieth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Does Umpox have like combat abilities that we're aware of, Chris? Or
Yeah, he's got one basically, and that is when he is. He's got a sting, so he can use his scorpion tail to sting people, and
Nice.
he likes to do
Okay.
it. He likes to turn invisible first and then go sting them.
Okay.
All right. All right. So, the dudes that were running are just running and focused on Strix, and they're not able to catch up with her because her speed, I think, is the same as theirs, and they're lagging behind this Allosaurus. But the what did I write there? The dinosaur actually is able to catch up to Strix. And the dinosaur again tries to he's going to try to bite Strix this time.
Oof.
And
DM Chris is like, ooh, that's bad.
and that time it does hit. Let's see how much damage. Okay. Learning as we go.
I was drunk with power.
Where's the D10? There it is. All right. So that's going to do 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's a lot.
I'm still
Yeah.
okay. I'm fine.
Yeah. Then it is the dude on the Allosaurus's turn, but he doesn't have any weapons, so he just kind of shakes his fist at you and yells, "You come back here! Don't set my dinosaur on fire!"
I mean,
Something like that.
I'm not lucky. I'm still running and just like, it's just like, and I also imagine for some reason Evil Strix like runs on all fours like a rat.
Beast mode!
Yeah, just like running like that. Yeah. Like she just runs like a total gremlin.
I love it.
Just totally
All right.
feral. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, Diaz, it's your turn next.
Okay. At this point, am I already on the rooftops and caught up to them, or can I
Yeah.
cunning action to dash to get
Oh.
up there and then make the or leaping attack onto them or whatever?
Let's see. You started following significantly after they started chasing her because you had that powwow with Paulton. So I think you could cunning action dash to get like caught up with them, but you couldn't catch them and attack them on this turn.
Okay.
Sense?
Yeah, if they're still like running and moving, then I'm just like up on the rooftops. And then what I'll do is, this DS still has a short sword at his side. You see him reach back both hands underneath his sash and actually pull out 2 daggers as he like continues to sprint forward.
Roll another performance check.
Okay. 10.
It looks kind of cool.
All right. Not as much twirling or flourishing there, but just a
Nah.
little. Yeah.
I mean, you may have tried to make it look cool, but nobody noticed.
It's pretty simple. He just went from reverse grip and like flipped them so they're both facing forward.
Yeah, whatever.
Like,
It's
who is
fine.
Evil Diaz trying to impress? Like the Allosaurus
Himself.
himself.
Yeah. All right, Paulton, you're next.
So he sees all this going on. He kind of like preps up and just kind of, all right. And he opens up one side of his coat and he reaches in and he pulls out a pocket watch and looks at it and just goes, and then just puts it away. And then maybe find somewhere to like sit. Get a little more comfortable while this plays itself out.
You know, it's funny, the alleyway that you ducked into, it actually has one of those like really cute hipster alley bars in it, you know,
Oh.
outdoor seating.
Do I see that?
Yeah, totally.
I'm just like, oh, and it's like grab a table.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
Is
you don't see wait staff yet, but like, you know, you sat down, I'm sure they'll notice you in a second.
I'm gonna sit. Do I see any wait staff?
No, they're all inside right now.
Oh, there's no like windows or anything.
I mean, yeah, actually, once you look through the window, you can see there's someone inside, like serving a drink right inside the window.
I'm just like looking at. I'm just like,
All right.
That's evil. That's
Colton's
pretty
action
evil.
is snapping at the wait staff.
Mhm,
So
just-
he's done with his turn now. All right, now that brings us to Strix.
I'm still running,
Yep.
but I would like to Misty Step again if I could, just like get away,
Okay.
maybe to like a roof or something.
All right, you Misty Step. Is it to the same roof that Dia is running along? Or
Yeah, I mean probably because I just see him as cannon fodder. So Strix will just go up there and just be like, ah!
all right, Strix appears right next to Dia.
Damn
Dia seems unexcited about this. One of the chasing dudes who was chasing Strix behind the dinosaur, it's now his turn. He sees her Misty Step and stops and looks around. Can't seem to figure out where she went, but he sees that she's no longer in front of them, so he stops. Umpox, it's your turn.
All right, so how far am I away from the nearest guy? If I'm still attached to Dieth as a spider?
If like here's the street you're running, Dieth is on the rooftop, even with the guys who are running. So probably like, I don't know, 20 feet away.
Okay. I'd
20 feet up.
Yeah.
I'd like to spider leap onto his face.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So an alien face hugger grabs on to.
And exactly. So this
Okay.
spider leaps off the roof down on him and tries to bite him in the face.
Okay. And how does that go?
Let me see. I rolled a 17 on the die, plus 5 is a 22.
All right. Yeah, that definitely hits the dude's face.
All right. Got to break out a d4 here. I bite him for 5 points of damage.
Hey, got him.
His face is profusely, and he's screaming
Okay.
and falls to his knees trying to rip the spider off of his face.
And he has to make a Constitution saving throw against poison.
Cool. Cool.
This is some like generic
and
ass
it's-
dude too. So he's
It's
got
a
like
mighty DC of 11 he has to beat on his con
He
save.
he beats that. He's a sturdy dude.
Okay, so he takes half damage from the poison, which is another 5.
Oh, another 5.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
So he
Jesus Christ.
he stands up under it for a moment, screaming, and then goes, ah, oh. Yeah,
Then I'll finish the rest. Then I'll finish the rest of my move by just sort of scuttling off into a dark corner.
Cool. The other dude who was running next to him notices that happened to his friend, and he's not. I thought he would be frightened, but he's not. It's actually he looks a lot like John Cena. This guy.
Okay.
Dur,
And
dur, dur,
yeah,
dur.
exactly. You hear that in the distance like a trumpet. But yeah, he doesn't look afraid. He looks pissed off, and so now he's searching around for who did that. And I think he noticed the spider, so he's like tromping after that spider. But we'll see what happens. Next up is actually it's that dude's turn. So he's chasing the spider. If you're hiding, I have to roll perception against your stealth, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Although I didn't technically make a stealth check to hide, so I might not in fact be hiding, really. So
All right.
I was just crawling away to get into a dark spot. Doesn't mean he can't see me. I have to use an action if I actually want to try to hide from him.
So he totally sees you, and he's coming toward you to try to stomp you. He wants
All
to
right.
stomp the spider. I think that for stomping, is it just like a
Yeah.
+3?
It's just basically his strength bonus added to
Okay.
his
Well,
die
he's
roll.
John Cena, so his strength
And-
bonus is
okay.
pretty high.
All right.
He manages to stomp you really
And my
good. What
armor
happened?
class is 13.
Yeah, actually, he stomps you.
Okay,
Oh no!
You look up, the last thing you see are jorts.
right.
Jorts.
So the good news is that I take half damage from non-magical weapons that aren't made of silver. So unless he's wearing his silvered,
I have no idea how much damage John Cena's stomp does.
typically an unarmed attack is 1 plus your strength bonus. You don't even
Okay.
have to roll. It's just 1 point of damage plus your strength.
Okay, so I think his strength bonus is 2. So there you go.
Okay.
You took 3 points. Well, 1.5. So
1.5, so 1 point.
yeah, 1
So
point
he
of damage.
stomps this indestructible spider.
I imagine it's like
Who just killed his friend?
stomp, and he goes flat, and then as soon as he takes his hand up, he goes. Boing. John Cena looks shocked and angry. All right, not John Cena. I mean Shimon Shmina, the man in our game who is not copyright infringing. Awesome. So Shimon Shmina has gone. Now it's Dia's turn again.
Great! Leaping double stab sneak attack.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Is that on Shimon Shmina?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now that you stop moving like an idiot, I'm coming right down on him.
Okay, cool. How does that go?
This shadow gets bigger and bigger and bigger on top
Yeah.
of him until
Roll to hit.
It's like I leap off, but there's like a forward flip and everything is just coming down, and like a pair of shears just both coming in right into where the collarbones is where I'm aiming, and
Okay.
so that my feet land on his back, so it'll just go flat down to the ground as my blades enter in, provided I hit.
Ugh.
Let's hope you do. Roll the hit.
All right, so since I am doing dual wielding with this, so I guess I can actually get 2 attacks. First one is after bonus 17.
Yeah.
Okay,
That hits.
good.
How much
And
damage
this
does it do?
the second one is 16, so I imagine both hit.
Yes, they do.
Great, so both just.
Mhm.
Okay, so
and you have an ally.
yep. So that's the. I only have 2d6 for my sneak attacks right now. That makes me sad.
Your feeble dear.
Oh, that's pretty good though. Total damage is. Let me see. 9, 11, 15, 18.
Shimon Shmina goes and falls to the ground. Actually, falls to his knees and then straight forward. And Dia, I imagine since you're like kneeling on his back, you just like
Yeah.
end up kneeling, looking super cool
Oh yeah,
on his
exactly.
back as he's face down on the ground.
And then I'll look over at Umpox and I'll say, "Don't recall asking for your help."
I will just stare back at him like a spider that I am. I don't even have a spider finger to give you one. Yeah.
All right, so all that's left now is the dude riding the Allosaurus. Dieth is now down on the road. Paulton's way back there at the cafe or the bar. But it is Paulton's... No, it's the dinosaur's turn. The dinosaur is still pissed, but not smart enough to figure out where the person it was chasing went. So it's standing still facing the same direction, just kind of like... not knowing what happened. Now it's Paulton's turn. You snapped at the wait staff. They did not hear you. What do you do?
I just imagine there's like this sneak attack, flipping, rogue killing stuff, being a badass, and then just like camera cuts over. He's just like, "Hello, I've been seated for like 2 minutes now. Can I get a menu?"
He is 10 times more evil than the rest of us.
That's true.
He's also just like yelling at the window,
Yeah.
even though no one is outside and no one hears him. Eventually, let's see, does the waitress perceive you? Actually, she's like an amazing waitress. She notices you're out there, kind of gives you this look, like leans out the door and is like, sir, we're not seating out here.
So, well, that's interesting because I've sat out here for, again, 2 minutes now. Can I get a menu?
We don't really have a menu.
The
All right.
longest, loudest sigh.
And with that, we cut back to Strix.
Wait, I didn't take a real action.
Okay, fine. What's your action?
I'm going to
Ask for her manager.
I'm gonna.
Too
I'm-
cool.
I'm gonna. Can I roll an intimidation?
What are you trying to say? Well, actually, just roll the check first.
Ooh, okay. 17.
All right, what are you trying to say to her to intimidate her?
So I'm just like, so as soon as she says like we're not seating out here, I'm just like, what's her name?
Marsha?
Marsha. Okay, Marsha. I'm gonna need someone who can actually help me to come out here. So if you could go ahead and stop wasting my time and then figure out who's actually competent and send them, that would be awesome. Thank you. Otherwise, you don't want to know who you were starting to piss off. Got it?
Okay.
Thank you.
She like tucks back inside and walks away. You have intimidated Marsha.
I can't handle this kind of evil.
To all of us who have ever worked in service, we
Oh,
salute
yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah, I can't handle this.
All right, now it's Strix's turn.
Okay. Yeah, so Strix watched Evil Dieth take down this person, Shmon Shmina.
Mhm.
And she'll just like I guess I'll just go down. Is there a way I can get down from the roof without Misty stepping? Probably.
Yeah, I think you can climb down. I mean, it's Chult. There's all sorts of like it's
Okay.
bricks and.
I will non-gracefully stumble myself down through, like maybe roll on an awning and like a cloth awning and get to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And the dead body of Shmon Shmina, I'm just going to start taking its fingers off.
Okay. I would say with your action, you can at least take like a whole hand of fingers.
Okay, I'll just take his hand off.
Okay, cool.
So I have his hand now.
You have the hand that seems to look like the hand of John Cena.
Yeah. And I'm just holding it. And I
Now
hold
you
it.
can see him.
Oh God! I just hold it up to like Evil Dieth, and I'm like, hand.
Okay, cool.
Ah.
Now let's see. You killed that dude. Yep. Okay, that dude's dead. Umpox, it's your turn.
So the only quote unquote the dinosaur who's kind of off away from us now and its rider.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will turn into a raven and fly off to make sure Paulton's still alive.
Okay. He's significantly far back there. I think. What's your speed?
So I can fly, let's see, 60 feet as a raven on a turn.
Oh, easy. Yeah, you can. You get to Paulton.
Okay, then I'll just land on, I'll perch on a railing or something nearby. And he's probably seen me in this form before, so.
I see him. I'm just like, you want to talk about evil? Let's talk about the food industry. This is ridiculous.
I'm just like looking around for a French fry.
You don't see a French fry, but you do see a worm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that worm's gonna be my target next round.
Great. Awesome. All right. Now it is the dude on the dinosaur's turn, and let's see if he knows. Yep. He actually, as he's turning in the saddle, looking around, he sees you guys behind him with the dead bodies of his two friends, and he's like, Rupert, go! Talking to the dinosaur, and he starts to turn the dinosaur around to face you.
So after he like turns and actually locks eyes with Dieth still like daggers, and his friend just kind of looks up at him and gives him one of these.
Is that meant to intimidate or
No,
entice?
no, just roll like ooh.
Okay, cool. It's a bring it on. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's convenient because no, actually it's the dino's turn next. So the dino starts charging at you and easily can make it back to you, Dieth, within its turn.
Mm-hmm.
And because you're daring it with your eyes, it goes for you first and tries to bite you.
All right.
What's your armor class?
15.
It's I don't know why, but I think maybe it like tries to stop too fast and it doesn't quite make it. So it tries to bite you, but ends up like just kind of ripping John Cena's shirt.
I'm too fast.
Yeah, a little bit. It just snaps right behind you and totally misses you. That means it's your turn next, Dieth.
Right, and the same smooth motion as I dodge the dinosaur bite from leaping off to the side, I do an entire backspin, and as it comes out, the dagger in my right hand is flung out of my hand and will go into the rider.
Ooh. Okay. Roll to hit.
This is going to end with Death having a dinosaur mount, I can tell.
Oh no!
16.
Yep. You hit him.
Okay.
How much damage?
That's a good question. Is it just dagger damage? I don't know if there's a how close is Strix for sneak attack. I would say
Probably
probably
standing
not.
right next to you.
Yeah, she's got her hand.
She's just waving the hand around like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. she's-
All right, what do we think? Sneak attack, yes or no?
Yes.
Hell yeah. That roll sucked. So did that. 8 total.
8.
Yes.
The dagger goes wide. Shoo.
Oh, no, that's damage.
No, that's
right?
8 for damage.
On
Oh,
the-
8 for damage.
On
That's
the rider.
Sorry.
On the rider.
Yeah.
Just kidding. It sticks into the rider's side, and
Good.
he's like, and blood starts pouring out, but he's still staying on the dinosaur. He looks pretty bad. He's in a bad way. Camera goes back to Paulton. You noticed a raven stopped by you. You intimidated Marsha. She seemed to run in. You see someone's coming out. Someone else. Anything you want to do before they show up? Now that you see the raven.
Nothing in regards to the Raven. I see. I'm just like,
All right, so this huge dude comes walking out. He's got like this stained apron, shaved head. He's got a grimy dish towel, and he's kind of wiping his hands. and
Does he
he's
look like
staring
the
at you.
Undertaker or maybe Sheamus or...
Sure, that sounds good. Yeah, the Undertaker. That's no, it is. It's Schmulk Schmogan is
Okay.
who his.
Okay,
Yeah.
Schmulk.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's got like this handlebar mustache. You'd expect that he had long hair. I don't know why he had a shaved head. Something must have happened.
Comes
but-
out and says, "Hey, brother!"
Yeah. Excuse me.
mhm.
And he just kind of stares at you. He's like,
What
"Can
you gonna
I
do?"
Help you? yeah, Chris, you should play this guy. So, what does he say to Paulton as he comes out wiping his hands?
What you gonna do when Schmulkomania runs wild on you?
He's holding like a plate of spaghetti that he's actively making right now.
Oh my god.
Paul's just. Jesus Christ. Okay. It's like, are you the manager here?
Yeah, he is.
So I'm like, okay. It's like, so I don't know what kind of establishment you think you're running here, but whether you like it or not, the whole customer is always right trope. Definitely abide by it, because you never know who's going to walk in, and you never know who might have some bad things to say about it down the road if you were to not accommodate. All I wanted to do was sit outside and have a nice drink, maybe get some food. And you can't even do that. Like, what exactly are you doing here? Tell me, what do you do here?
Roll a persuasion check.
Evil Paulton is just a Yelp reviewer.
Yeah, too much. 15.
Oh, Mr. Hogan was seeming like ready to throw you out, but as you're talking, he's kind of like, you know what? Yeah, he's kind of nodding, and he's like kind of starting to understand it. Chris, how does Mr. Hogan, who feels like he has actually received some good feedback about his establishment, respond to Paulton?
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna take that back to the management.
Oh my god.
Just like, thank you. You tell the higher ups.
Eat your vitamins.
He's like, whatever. Anyway, if you could bring me whatever the strongest thing you got behind the bar is in there, that would make all these problems go away, good sir.
All right. He nods. He also leaves the plate of spaghetti that he was making for you as like on the house. He says, on the house, and then turns around and goes to get you a drink. Anything else? I think that's your whole, I would assume that's your whole action. You persuade him.
It's like, yeah. All right, this works.
All right, great. Strix, it's your turn now.
All right. Dinosaur guy's still there.
Yeah, dinosaur guy tried to bite Dieth. Well, dinosaur tried to bite Dieth. Guy got daggered in the side. Dieth is just standing there giving his bring it on look.
Right. Does the dinosaur look interested in my hand?
No, it's completely looking. It's completely trying to get Dieth.
Okay. Guy on top of the dinosaur, though, we're trying to get him.
Yeah, it seems like
Okay.
Dieth is at least.
Okay. Well, Evil Strix doesn't really care about that. She just wants to get more pieces off of people. So she's just gonna magic missile the guy on top of the dinosaur. And she's just like, ah! Just does like really scary like magic. You're muted, Anna. I'm sorry.
Sorry. What does it do?
I think I get 3 missiles because I'm
Yep.
level 3.
3.
All right.
Well, if you're just using a first level spell, you get 3.
Yeah. All right. So it does 7 points of damage.
Yeah,
Take that.
He falls off the dinosaur in a crumpled heap on the ground. The dinosaur now has no rider, but it has a saddle and bridle on, and looks a little bit confused at feeling the loss of weight on its back.
Yeah. And Strix will also look at Dieth and be like, I got that. It's not yours.
Dieth looks visibly agitated.
Then she'll wipe a dirty hand on him. Like, nah!
All right, Strix and Dieth are having a little spat. Umpox, what do you do after seeing all this unfold?
I'll skip the worm and start sucking up spaghetti.
Oh, nice.
This is
All right.
Raven eating spaghetti.
How
It's
does
like-
a raven, can a raven like Lady and the Tramp spaghetti? I don't think that it can. I think it has to like, ow, ow.
Now that'll work.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll
Like,
hop up.
I'm just like, wait. I'm like trying to like poke him off.
All right.
It's just like, you have your worm.
I'll sort of dance on the other side of the bowl and brandish my wings threateningly.
Like, you say with my cape, I'm just like, ugh.
What is happening?
We're going to have a flap off.
Just
right.
keep flapping.
Both of you roll intimidation checks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dear. Oh. Okay.
Oh.
15.
Also 15.
You guys are in an immortal standoff. You continue flapping for the rest of your turn, and no one eats spaghetti.
Okay.
Bummer.
All right. Next up is the dinosaur. It still is going after Dieth, so it tries to take one more bite of Dieth, and it rolls really well. Your armor class was 15?
Yeah.
Yeah, it bites you, and it does. Do you have any evasion type thing? I know you can do those fancy things.
Uncanny. Nope.
All right. Uh-oh. It does 16
Oh.
damage.
What? Oh my God.
16 piercing damage.
Okay.
Ouchies.
Fine.
Ouchies,
Yeah.
ouchies.
A little bit of ouchies.
I'm ready to take his hands.
Hey.
All right. But it is your turn next, Dia.
It bit me, you said?
Yeah.
Damn. All right.
Hit you right in the body.
All right. I'm just gonna take the other dagger that's still in my hand and just give it a quick stab near like one of its hind legs, in the hopes like that pain will make him want to run away from it. In hopes of like just making him like sprint down the alleyway and away from us. Just to
Okay.
run away.
How much damage does that do?
Let me
Or
see if
actually
I.
roll the hit first.
Yeah, let me see if I can stab him first. Oh, that's not good. That is an 8.
Yeah, you're heading back there to stab him, but you just overshoot and kind of like slip and fall
Yeah.
and don't hit him at all. But he
Strix laughs at him.
sees you run that way.
Okay. Then I'll stand my ground.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Next up is you, Paulton. Your standoff has ended. Nobody scared anybody, and you still have spaghetti. And actually, in the meantime, Marcia comes back out, glaring at you, but leaves you a jar, like a mason jar glass. You know, like a really hipster one of moonshine.
As she leaves it, like before I'm just gonna be like, wait. It's like, I just want to say that I know it's tough for you and the position you're in, and I really hope you can see past, because that's not who I really am. I'm gonna put on the eyes of charming and give like a little wink.
Dang it! All right, what, remind me how the eyes of charming work.
Eyes of charming. Totally. While wearing them, you can expend one shot as an action to cast the Charm Person spell, which is a save DC 13.
Okay.
So I will do. I want to charm this person for free drinks. More free drinks.
All right. She looks at you dead in the eyes, walks back over to you, picks up the mason glass, spits in it, sets it down, and walks away.
I think that was evil. Baggers.
I see that, and then I look at the rave. I'm just like, that probably qualifies, right?
All right. That would be the end of Paulton's turn. Strix, it's now your turn. The Allosaurus seems to be focused on Diath, but is alive and well, has been trying to bite him. You have a hand in your hand. What else would you like to do?
Well, I still have plenty of Misty Steps left, so I'm going to go ahead and Misty Step on top of, or on the Allosaurus on the saddle.
Oh, okay. Do you have, I know normal Strix has dinosaur handling experience, but does evil Strix?
Oh, not at all. None.
Although animal
Right.
handling is a skill.
Yes. I don't have any proficiency in
No,
it, but I can
no.
roll to try and animal handle this dinosaur.
Is that what you're trying to do, or are you just
Yes.
trying to sit
Yeah,
on
I'm trying to ride it.
it? Okay, cool. Roll animal handling.
Oh, wow, 19.
Whoa!
Nice. Straight.
Somewhere in your innate being, you can just like commune with dinosaurs. So as you take the reins, the dinosaur kind of settles into a like, oh, okay, I know where I'm supposed to go and what I'm supposed to do, and just kind of seems to like feel safer and secure. And now you have complete control of this Allosaurus.
Amazing. I just like look straight at Evil Diath and I'm like, I will take over everything in this town. And then just it takes like arrange it so that it just goes stomping into the market. I'm just gonna trample everyone. Just trample them.
Okay, so we're out of initiative now. So what you see is Diath stomping down the road.
Throwing fire bolts, like cantrip fire bolts, just like on tents, just on merchant things, just like
So she walks back down this road and Umpox and Paulton, you guys are Paulton, you have this mason jar to your mouth because you decided to drink it anyway, but as you
That's fair.
you see a dinosaur go stomping by and a little heap of garbage spewing firebolts and cackling. Yeah! Walking by.
Yeah, it's literally like you sees it.
All right. So Strix goes stomping into the market. Paulton decides to stay and drink his moonshine. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As Strix leaves, Diath, having like just been injured, kind of like looks down at his wound a little bit, and he does one of these, even though like there's no one around. He still does like one of these, and a strand of hair still falls down in front of his eye immediately afterwards, and then he's going to start looting the two dudes he just killed. Looking for especially money, any kind of money or anything that you can find useful is what he's looking for.
All right. This was like, let's see. Yeah. All right. So the first guy you loot, the one who was not John Cena,
Yeah.
he has like, I don't know, 5 silver pieces
Nice.
and a little carved dinosaur that looks like it might have been a toy for like a child,
Okay.
and also a raptor tooth. The
Okay.
John Cena guy has a pouch with 20 gold pieces in it.
Hell yes.
A picture of a really attractive tiefling lady and a emerald.
All right. Hell yeah.
And then the guy who fell off the dinosaur has a letter saying that he needs to return the frog or else. And he also has
Kidnapper.
and he has a ball of string.
Okay. That letter,
Mhm.
just tear it up and
All right.
and then I'll take out the bag and try to put him in and see if either of them go.
Okay. Good question.
One of them was a frog kidnapped her, so
Yeah.
Yeah. The frog kidnapper, actually, you put him in and nothing happens. Turns
Okay.
out he's a really good guy.
damn
yeah.
it! I was trying to dispose of the bodies.
Yeah. Well, that guy, it doesn't go anywhere. Do you try to do the next one?
Yeah.
John Cena instantly disappears.
Oh, good.
Gone. And the other guy, seems to be, like he was the boss and these were his two kind of employees. The other one doesn't go either. Only
All right.
John Cena, unfortunately.
All right. Good enough for me.
Yeah. That was the dice, by the way. Nothing against John Cena. I
Okay.
just want it to be clear.
Okay.
All right. So Strix, you're just going through the market spewing magic missiles everywhere.
Yeah.
Or
just
fireballs,
like-
you said.
yeah, fire bolts.
Fireballs.
Fire bolts. Just trying to do as much damage as possible.
Okay.
I'm
Well-
showing the world my sorcerer prowess and that it is my birthright to become the most powerful sorcerer in the world.
Okay. Let's see. You start stomping through the marketplace. People scream and flee in either direction. You set fire to the fishmonger's cart, as well as a jewelry shop and a place that sells falafel.
Yeah, great. And I'm yelling, and I'm the most powerful sorcerer in the world the whole time. All of you Burks will die under my hand, and I'm just like throwing fire everywhere and cackling.
Okay. The dinosaur seems like at first it's getting a little fire shy, but
Oh, no.
your animal handling skills seem to be keeping it under control for now. But it seems a little worried, but it continues stomping for you.
Are there guards in this city?
They don't seem to be anywhere right now.
Great. I'm just gonna, as long as I don't see them, I'm just gonna keep.
This is why we went to the warehouse district.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep living my grand destiny.
All right, Paulton, what do you do?
So is
And Umpox, you're there with Paulton still too.
is Dieth with the bag out of sight?
Yeah, you can't see him.
Hmm.
Not from the alleyway where you are,
Okay.
which has like Edison bulb lights strung up. There's like an indie band playing.
How is my spaghetti?
Good question. It's it's super good. It's actually the best spaghetti you've ever had.
All right. And what about the moonshine?
Also a good question. It's horrible. It tastes like rubbing alcohol, except that someone spit in it.
Like, just like mom used to make. Wait, no, I don't have a mom. That's right. Okay.
The hags are your mom.
It's like, oh yeah, just like, oh yeah, spitting and stuff. I'm just like, oh yeah,
No.
Just
it's like home.
Mom used to make. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to just carry on with my meal and my moonshine and just try and enjoy myself.
Umpox, since Dieth is putting things in the bag and you have the eye that's communicating with the hag, do they send any messages, or do you know that Dieth is putting these people in the bags or anything from the hag?
I can only see, I can't see, they can see through the eye, but I can't, and there's no sound, so they're just visually seeing Paulton drinking spit-laced moonshine, and
Do I know about the eye?
yeah.
Like how it works? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And I see the eye, and like while I'm eating, I'm just like,
While he does that, I'm going to sort of fly off and land on Marsha's shoulder inside the restaurant,
Okay.
and then when she turns to look at me, I'm going to pluck her eye out.
roll to hit?
All right, that's going to be a total of 15.
Okay. Okay, so I know we don't use called shots in 5th edition, but if you're trying to pluck an eye out as opposed to just attack it, is there anything else I need to do besides just like while you hit and you pull
It's
their eye out?
DM fiat, really. I can deal damage to her, like normal damage, and maybe if I deal enough damage, that's...
Yeah, roll me damage.
All right, I'll do that. I do 7. No, sorry,
Oh.
8 points of damage.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like you know exactly how.
Oh no, stay with us.
Oh,
in
no.
connection.
Oh no!
Okay, there we go. We got it.
Okay. So once
son
I get
again.
the eye, I'll use the rest of my movement to go over and drop it in the spaghetti.
Oh no. Oh God.
Does that stop Paulton or
in
no?
pain.
Yeah.
You guys hear me
Or
now?
actually,
Yeah,
no,
we can hear you now.
I can hear you now. I'll drop it in his moonshine cup so he stops drinking it because it's gross. Bloop.
He drops it in and just kind of like. Thunk. I look at him like child's play. It's like somehow it's better.
All right.
So we better get out of here before we get leg dropped.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually, Marcia is screaming. Mr. Hogan is comforting her and looks at you with fire in his eyes and starts stomping toward you. Do
I'm
you
just-
believe?
No. I'm just like, what do you want from me? It was they didn't like see or pick up that like I know this raven, right? Did they?
Well, it's now sitting across from you and staring at you, and you were flipping it off. So it's pretty clear that you have some.
I actually sort of
rapport.
perched on Paulton's shoulder so I could drop it in his drink. So I'm just hanging
Yeah.
out on his shoulder.
Pretty
I'm gonna
relationship.
I'm gonna try to persuade the guy and be like, it's not my bird. You got a problem around here. You should probably stop feeding animals.
All right, roll persuasion at disadvantage.
All right. Let's go. Oh, that's a natty one.
He punches you. And we'll come back to that in a second, but let's go back to Strix. Strix is on a rampage. 3 arrows come from multiple different vantage points to try to hit you, Strix. Wow. They rolled 18, 18, and 20 naturally. So
Oh.
all of them hit.
I'm like, my destiny.
You might be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About how much damage does an arrow
So, oh, sorry, Anna, you froze there.
D4 plus?
So an arrow, if it's from a short bow, does a D6. If it's from a long bow, it's a D8.
Okay. All right, so it was 2 short bows and a long bow. So you take you take 11 piercing damage.
Oh yeah, I'm dead.
Thunk, thunk.
Yeah. As I go down, I'm just like, my destiny will go into the afterlife,
All right, Strix,
and I just fall off the dinosaur.
Strix lies in a moldering heap as the guards descend upon her, and the dinosaur just kind of like looks scared and jittery. And let's see, yeah, actually, still doesn't run away from the fire. It's a brave little allosaur, whose name we have yet to learn. Diaz,
Rupert.
Oh, that's right, Rupert.
Yeah, Rupert.
Yeah, we
I
got
did
Rupert.
name
Yeah.
Yeah, Rupert.
Awesome. So, Diaz, you see the marketplace ablaze. Strix, porcupine with arrows, fall off onto the ground. You still see no sign of Paulton, and you're standing amongst the bodies. What do you do?
Begrudgingly feel like roll his eyes a little bit and just kind of be like, mother. I'll cunning action dash and then do I see the guards kind of closing in on Strix?
Yeah.
All right, so I dash right up to them, and I'm holding my wound, and I'm running up. And as soon as I get up there, I'm like, I'll say, "There's more down the alleyway. They're brutal and they're continuing through. You have to stop them."
Roll a persuasion.
All right. That's pretty good. 14. Oh, add what? Add advantage?
At advantage.
Oh, okay. Can I just say I hate the awful crew?
Why? Because they're actually more like functional than the rest than our normal.
21.
The guards are like, over there? Thank you, good citizen. And they
God
all
damn it.
run away.
God damn it!
What do
All
you
right,
do now?
So as soon as they run, I like grab Strix by the wrist and just start like begrudgingly dragging her body, just and just like to get away from the scene of the crime. Hopefully Paulton sees, or I'll try to find them or whatever. I just get out of there.
All right.
But yeah, like it's dragging her.
It's just no
Face down,
care.
hopefully.
Just dragging her face down.
Yeah.
Her like hair is just dragging on the ground. A blood is like following you.
You probably see Paulton over there being airplane spinned by a very big man.
Oh right. That sounds like it's his problem.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's exactly what you see. As you drag Strix back down the road, some of the citizens see you, but at this point, they're more concerned with the fact that their entire marketplace is on fire, like a fireman's brigade thing. And, you know, with passing pails of water, that kind of thing. You drag Strix back down the road, and you see Paulton, exactly as Chris said, in an airplane spin. And it kind of looks like he might barf, actually, after, like, all that moonshine and spaghetti. Paulton, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Look out! He's looking for the top ropes.
That's an 8.
Yeah, you spew spaghetti and moonshine barf.
Oh God, no!
Cool.
No!
And
Oh God!
Unpox, roll a dexterity check.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 5.
It sprays all over you.
Oh no!
Do I see that?
Yeah.
While I'm being spun around like
Yeah, there's a raven covered in barf.
All right, Dia, you happen upon this scene while you're dragging dead Strix by the wrist. What do you do?
Can I do something while being spun? Are we in initiative?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Let Diaz figure out what he's going to do.
Okay.
All right. I'll put Strix's body behind something, hopefully. Not going to stabilize her. Just going to drop her off.
Okay.
You know, if she dies, it's her own damn fault, but, you know, she is useful. And then, he said he's still spinning, Paulton?
Yeah.
Good. I'm just going to waltz Ryan up with a sword and stick him.
Okay. You stab Mr. Barkeep Hogan.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Roll the hit.
I'll do an attack roll. Oh, 9.
Yeah, it doesn't hit. I don't know what happens. How come you don't hit him?
Probably just gets like one of Paulton's swinging boots to the head.
Yeah, probably.
All right. I guess we should roll initiative. At
Okay.
This point.
Initiative. Oh yeah, Paulton was gonna do something though.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Paulton.
If I may, like because what I wanted to do is while he's spinning me, like, so I'm just like perched on his shoulders, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, okay. So like while he's spinning me, what I wanted to do was just like reach out and put my hand on his face
Okay.
and then thunder wave him
Oh.
just from point blank.
Oh shit.
All right. Roll that.
So I think he makes a Constitution saving
Yeah.
throw to see if
Yeah.
he's pushed.
That's right.
I'm casting at 2nd level, so it's going to be 3d8. So,
So there's a huge thunderous boom.
My God, that's Evil Paulton's music.
And no one has helped Strix, so it's just going to like get rid of one of her death saves.
that's
No, I dropped Strix off.
Yeah.
She's far enough away.
that's 10.
And he has to. What does he has to?
It's a Constitution saving throw against whatever Paulton's save DC is, which
Yeah, that's your.
Which is, I think, 15.
okay.
He does not save versus that.
So he's going to take
if-
all 10, and he's going to get blasted 10 feet away from his current position.
Let's see. Where was he facing? I think he was facing away from the the bar. So he goes slamming back into the window. The window shatters, and he lands stunned after taking a thunder wave to the face.
I just kind of slowly get back up. I'm just like brushing myself off. Just like wipe a little of the vomit off my face. Like,
Umpok rolled a whopping 5 on his initiative.
Okay. I actually think that with that,
Okay.
we don't even need
Okay.
the initiative anymore.
Okay.
okay.
Because Barkeep Hogan has his hands up like doesn't want any more. What do you guys do?
If he's not messing with us,
But if he really is Schmogan, he will go down, but then he'll get a sudden burst of second energy. Rise to his feet, shaking his fists with his eyes bulged
Oh
out,
my god.
and then he's
All
got
right,
like
you know what? You're right, Chris. Everyone roll initiative.
we all turn
You're
around
fine.
and walk away. That's done. And then he gets back up. Then
At 5.
I'll
Chris?
stick to the 5 for Umpok's.
Wonder how many wanted posters are going to be at Port Nyanzaru.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I'll just use the same initiative roll I did before, which was 13.
13. Does Strix roll initiative for rolling her
Yeah,
death save?
yeah. So we
Yeah.
know on timing wise when she's
Yeah.
making her death saves.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Okay.
21.
Ooh. How does Schmogan fare against that?
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. All right, Smogan rolls very poorly. On
Keep your eye out for little Hulkamaniacs.
I did not know I would hit on such a Chris fandom.
Or sorry, Schmalkamaniacs. Don't want to get sued, as Anna says.
Right, exactly. Okay, and let's see. Let's find out if Marsha sees what's. I mean, one-eyed Marsha is not feeling too hot, so I don't know how she's gonna fare. But all right, Paulton, you go first. Actually, yeah, you were brushing yourself off and kind of staring him down.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I'm going to. So how far? Oh, well, he's like 10
right
feet
there,
from me
yeah.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm
You
going
see him
to.
just kind of weakly starting to shake his fist. Ah!
I'm going to. Like as I'm like cleaning myself off and like finally like just recompose myself, I just give him like a glare, and I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on him, which is a Wisdom saving throw. Failed save is 3d6.
Wisdom saving throw. All right. He fails.
All right, so let's see. So I'm just filling his head with all these things, just like your business is a failure. No one likes any of your food. That's why no one's out here. Your staff is all garbage.
You know, like 3 wrestling moves.
Ah! It hurts. Your mustache is ugly.
That's 7 points of damage.
All right. He looks ill. He looks sick to his stomach with pure hurt feelings.
Good.
All right. Strix, it's your turn. Make a death saving throw.
I would like to bleed or drool on someone, please.
Okay. Unfortunately, you can't move, and you are alone behind something,
No.
as Dia said. So you can drool on
Okay.
the ground.
I do.
Or maybe on the hand. You can drool on the hand. that
Oh,
you-
I'm hugging the hand.
Yeah.
I got a 12.
All right. You pass. Great.
Yay.
Dieth, it's your turn.
So is this dude still standing pretty strong right now, or is he?
He does not look strong. He looks like he's down and out, but he was making moves like he was going to stand up and come at you again.
All right.
Someone in chat said the restaurant's name is Pasta Mania. I just
I
can't.
don't know how they knew, but that's so true.
Sorry.
Dieth will step forward onto a table and leap from it to get enough height to come straight down with a bag over this dude's head.
Oh, all
So
right.
I'm basically making an attack roll with the bag.
All right. Let's see. I feel like that should be a dex check more than an attack, shouldn't it? Because
Um,
to put the thing over his head. I mean,
Uh,
I guess it makes sense to be.
I would say it's still more of an attack. I'm not going to have proficiency or anything in it because it's not a weapon.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But I'm still going to attempt it with my evil die. Oops. Oh, 14?
You almost get him, but it like glances off of his. He has like a kerchief tied around his head, and you it just slips off as you pull the bag, and unfortunately, you don't get it over his head.
It gets caught on a
Try
beefy arm.
Yeah, something
Okay. Dang it.
like that. But you don't quite make it. Yeah, good try though.
Thank you.
Marsha. Marsha comes screaming out the door with one eye bloodied and brandishing a club, and goes for Paulton, and she. What's your
Excuse
AC?
me?
What's your AC? 15.
13. Wait, no, 15.
She bonks you with the club, and again, I don't know. I should know how much weapons.
Oh, a club
generally-
does 1d4 plus if she has a strength bonus.
Okay.
They can add to that as well.
She just does 2 damage to you, Paulton. Just clonks you on the head with this club.
Just a one, I'm just like, ah!
She's holding one eye. She's
Just enough to draw blood.
Yeah, just enough to conk you on the head. All right. That makes it Umpox's turn.
All right, Umpox probably saw where Dieth dragged Strix, so he's gonna, in barf-covered raven form, fly away from this chaos and go over to Strix, land on her, and attempt to stabilize her with a unskilled medicine check.
Wow, someone cares.
And what is that? Oh, that's a natural 1. Wah, wah. So I just start pecking her body.
Just almost spit out water.
It's too perfect. Oh my god.
It's so sad. And she's just like in a heap behind a barrel over there. Like,
Well, she was a little bit power hungry. It is her fault.
I mean, she did ride an Allosaurus into the marketplace and set everything on fire.
Exactly.
All right.
All right. Schmogan. It's your turn, and Chris, you have been playing Schmogan so well. What does Schmogan do?
So obviously he's got to stand up, he's got to bounce off something, and then hurl himself bodily, lifting one leg up
Okay.
to try to catch somebody in the chin with it. So
I imagine he does like maybe 2-3 bounces, and then
yeah,
is
he sort of throws himself up against one railing, throws himself up against another needlessly, and then
But
another.
like before that, he's like running around the restaurant, like
Yeah.
trying to get like everyone hyped
That's
up.
right. And then he comes up and he just lays a big boot into somebody's head.
And into Paulton's head.
Okay.
You want to roll for the boot for me, Chris?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I don't know what I'm adding, so I'll just tell you what the die roll is.
Okay.
I rolled a 12 on the die.
I think I don't know. Does he have a kick proficiency?
He's
I
probably
feel
he's
like-
probably proficient with the high kick. I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
I
That's
thought-
his,
yeah.
that's his signature
Oh,
move.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So we'd add
obviously.
like 2 to that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Paulton, I know you just told me your AC, but I forget.
I think he said
It was
15.
15.
Yeah, so he just
Oh, yeah.
missed. He just missed with the boot.
Schmogan in slow mo. His foot goes like this, right past your face. He would turn in slow motion to you and be like, "Ah!" But he doesn't hit you. He just goes flying off past you.
It's just like a.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Oh my god. How did
Right.
we end up here?
That makes it your turn again, Paulton.
So let's see. Do I get? Is there like any kind of like attack of opportunity or something as he's like missing me? Can I like
Not
as he's missed, can I
technically.
just
No.
no? Okay, cool.
I like
Then
it,
I will just.
But
No.
I'm gonna. Let's see. He's looking pretty messed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I still have the moonshine, or is that like long gone?
I mean, it's up to you. Did you put it down? No. Let's see. It was on the table, so it's sitting there on the table next to you.
Okay. So where is he now?
He just
Like-
kind of landed like a few feet from you,
Okay.
with his
Can I
incomplete kick.
take the moonshine and take the jar and just bash it over his head?
Okay. Improvised weapon, so no
Yeah,
proficiency.
just add your strength bonus to
Yeah.
your roll, which is
Okay.
2.
Yep. Oh no, never mind.
You end up actually throwing the moonshine, like just out of the courtyard. Do you try to make it look like you meant to do that?
It's like, yeah, that'll be you.
Oh my god.
It shatters and Marsha's eye goes rolling into the street.
It's like, oh no. Ugh.
Great. The Raven just leaves Strix, goes against the eye, and Strix dies.
All right, it's Strix's turn now, so make
I get
another
another.
death save.
Great. And 11.
All right, another pass, close to life.
Great. I really don't want to be.
Dieth, it's your turn.
All right, this dude is still standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Marsha's there too.
Oh my god! All right. Yeah, with him so engaged in Paulton, I was hoping to get him alive, but that's fine. I'll take him down. I'll just come back forward with the short sword, right in the back. Doesn't see it coming. Just stab him right in the back.
Okay.
So I'll just do a short sword attack. 15.
Yep, it hits. Right
Good.
between the shoulder blades.
Good, and there's a twist in there too, just to
Ooh.
help. And that
So evil.
yeah.
Ooh.
And with sneak attack damage, that is 13 total.
He goes down. And what does he say as he falls, Chris?
He's reaching out for someone to tag in. There's no one there.
That's right.
Oh,
Reaches out for Marsha. Yeah. I don't know. He doesn't usually, when he's in the ring, Hogan's not shouting much. He says,
he groans sadly as he reaches out to be tagged in.
He can't say anything because too much blood is
Yeah.
filling his vocal cords.
Oh,
There you
and then
go.
it splashes out
Oh,
onto his mustache.
oh god.
His
And
mustache.
as he's going down, I'm going to use my fast hands ability to pull a sword out and swoop him up in that bag.
And what it back?
And swoop him up in the bag. I'll use fast hands use object to bag him up.
oh, that's cool.
Oh, in the bag. Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but hopefully, is evil.
you put
Well,
this
for
giant
a
bloody-
while, Hulk Hogan was like lawful good, but then he went over to another.
Oh yeah, this could be Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah, he went. Yeah, yeah, he went kind of to the dark side when he joined another organization. So he started wearing black, and yeah.
I'm
So
only
would you say
pretending to
he's-
know
would
anything
you
about
say he's
wrestling.
evil now, Chris?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. He's off television, so you know.
Yeah, he did that reality show for a while.
Yeah. Then there was the business with Gawker, and yeah. So-
Right. Yeah.
And
So-
American Gladiators.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So it turns out
Anyway.
this peacefully retired Schmulk Schmogan is
I
just
like,
Taking up
I like
space.
that. That's
Though
what.
not
determined it.
not devoid of controversy, but peacefully retired.
It's like, how does the IRL lore of Hulk Hogan affect this character?
That's exactly it. So you have this hulking, bloody giant.
I'm so upset. And I even have I keep tugging on the bag just to see if it like suddenly works or not. I'm just like, what in the God?
You could just go grab Strix and throw her in there.
I was trying to get a bunch of work done in one day so we could have the weekend off or something.
Yeah.
Paulton's just like, that one's spitting my drink. It's pretty messed up.
Marsha runs away crying into the bar.
Half crying.
Okay.
You know, Chris is DM too long when Nate says half crying.
All right, Strix. I think we're out of initiative now, unless anyone has anything.
Umpox would like to try again to stabilize her.
Okay.
How kind.
He rolled another 1.
Should just be dead at this point.
Yeah, he just goes over and
like
like starts picking at her, pulling shit out of your ear and
Yeah. Oh God, gross.
yeah.
Ugh.
All right.
Right.
Is initiative over?
All right,
now?
yeah, we're done.
Yeah, but let's have Strix make one more death saving.
Oh,
throw.
right, yeah.
Death save.
I got an 8.
Oh no.
Oh, a fail. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we have to keep going then.
All right. Okay.
Go ahead. Whose turn was it? Let's see. You.
I'll
Thea
caw.
went. Marsha just ran away. So that would make it Unpox's turn, who just did the try
Yeah.
to stabilize. And that brings us back to Halton.
How far did Marsha get?
Ugh.
Go get her.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So there's like 7 people inside the bar, and she's like hiding behind the bar crying. There's 3 people behind the bar comforting her, and 4 standing on the other side of the bar. So they're just all in there.
I'm trying to figure out if I really think Marsha's evil or if it's a just reaction to me not being the most pleasant customer of the day.
I don't know, man. I couldn't even bag up this dude. You think she's gonna work?
I don't know. She spit in my drink, and then her eye was in my drink.
But
that was
did
a
you deserve it?
Gross. No one cares.
Dieth will just say, "Look, will you just go pick up that idiot and let's get out of here?" And you'll point over at Strix.
It's like,
Strix's feelings are hurt secretly somewhere.
wait. So where is Strix right now?
You
By
hear,
that idiot.
you hear
Oh,
the raven
gotcha.
cawing, and she's over behind a barrel, like just outside the little courtyard where you
Yeah.
were seated.
You see a foot sticking out, and then you sort of turn your angle, and you can see a corpse lying there with a raven on it, picking at her ear.
I'm like, fine, but before I actually leave, just as a little punctuation to my stay, I'm gonna cast some vicious mockery on Marsha, just to kind of further twist the knife.
How does that go?
So it's
You're going to
unleash
take
a
damage,
string.
right?
Yeah, if the target can hear you. Oh, I say it out loud. Okay, cool. Succeed a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage.
All right.
Cool.
And it's versus your spell DC, which is what?
Which is
15.
15, yes.
So she fails. What do you shout at her?
It's like, ooh, that's a fantastic question. Just gonna be like, oh man, I wish I had her eye. That'd be really funny.
You can run over and grab it. It just rolled out into the street.
Okay. I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna be like, I think this is yours. And then I'm just gonna be like,
Oh my god.
And that's where we'll stop.
Okay.
Oh.
it's like
You
learn
still
customer
didn't say
service.
That really was the awful crew. We all feel bad about ourselves.
We're gonna have to deal with this, aren't we?
Oh.
I'm not looking forward to that.
All right.
As Chris takes notes, haha, did these evil things.
I did have to
Wanted
take a
posters.
couple notes because some things you're stuffed in the sack are obviously going to show up when next time we see the hags.
Oh
Ha
god.
ha. One-eyed Marsha still alive.
Yeah.
Ha ha.
And we don't know if Evil Strix is going to live or die because she's got 2 successes and 1 failure.
We hope die.
We hope, yeah.
That'd be great if the awful crew just take themselves out.
So announcements. Holly, Strix showed up in Idle Champions of the Realms.
Yes, yeah, Strix still available, Idle Champions of the Realms until April 9th, I believe. So you can go unlock Strix, super fun. Her ultimate abilities are getting waffles to come out and balls and making her pie pan appear and hitting people, and it's great. It's really fun. It's good times. And we're going to be at PAX, me and Anna.
That's right. PAX East. Yep.
PAX East, yes. And then I will be on AI. I don't know what it's going to be like. It's going to be something. Strix is going to be scared. And then Anna and I have our tea time panel where you can come talk to us about D&D and Dice Camera Action and just have fun and hang out and tell stories.
Yeah, it's the only panel if you search the PAX schedule for T, like TEA.
Oh, okay.
Go figure. Or tea time.
You
But yeah,
own
I
that.
put the link in the chat if you want to come. It's at 4:30 on Saturday.
Yeah. At oh wait, she put the link in the chat. She froze again. But I also we also have a signing too, I think before the panel.
Oh, neat.
So
It's right after the panel.
Oh, after the panel. There you
Okay.
go. So you can come to the panel and also have a signing if you want us to just like doodle or rub our faces on things, whatever.
I will not be rubbing my face on it. For announcements for me, same as Holly with PAX, obviously. I hope we'll see you there. And then also, I am DMing my Lost Mine adventure on Misclicks in a half hour at 6:30 Pacific. And that's where I'm doing the starter set adventure for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. So that's why I'm a baby DM. And you can come learn with me there.
You did great, Anna. That was a ton of fun.
Yay, Grana.
Yeah.
Yay, it was
was
great.
fun.
I told you it'd be fun.
Yep.
Now there's a whole troop of wrestlers in Port Nine Zaru.
Not quite as so
That's a
many
good
now.
place for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone was saying the Blundertaker should be the one we see next.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I think that's a pretty good one. Thanks, Scott. Yeah.
All
Anything
right.
else?
That's it?
Announcement?
Yep.
Nate?
I got a little bit. Aside from the usual, the Dice Camera Action subreddit, be sure to go on over there and join in on the discussion, especially now that we've met the Awful Crew. Feel free to discuss the things you saw there, favorite moments, etc. There's also a Dice Camera Action Discord. You can join from that. I'll spam that link. And something that I've got going on is if you're a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, perhaps you are also a fan of Magic the Gathering, as next weekend is Loading Ready Run's pre-release of the new Dominaria set for Magic the Gathering as Magic returns to the original setting from whence it came, which is my favorite set, which is great because I'll be joining Loading Ready Run's pre-release. So you get to see the game being played by myself, Loading Ready Run, and a bunch of other super cool people a couple of weeks before the set comes out or even before the normal pre-release events. So that'll be at the Loading Ready Run Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Loading Ready Run. It'll be myself, April King, designer Kelly Diggs, and Nathan Holt, who was the producer of the Enter the Battlefield documentary that was on Netflix. So I'm super excited for that. That'll be not this weekend, but next.
And where's that again?
The Loading Ready Run Twitch channel.
Okay.
For me, I don't know. It's weird because I don't know if I'm supposed to officially like talk about this yet, or if it's like I don't know. Either way, I won't say specifically what it is, but I'm gonna be doing a stream thing this coming Thursday, so the day after tomorrow. So I guess the easiest thing I'll say is just probably follow me on Twitter so that you could see what it is. It's going to be really cool, and I'm really excited for it. I just didn't get the official go to say anything, so I'm trying to keep it as gray as possible. So that's as good as I can do.
Announcement of an announcement.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yay!
All right.
Thanks, team. Good
Yeah,
time.
that's it. All right. Lots of fun. Thanks. And we'll see you next week for the second to last episode of season 3 of Dice Camera Action.
Woo!
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.